एवरी गाइस मैं आज आप लोगों को पढ़ाऊंगा एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. If a long pipe is selected at one end and filled with water at some pressure, and then placed in an upright position with the open end down in water, atmospheric pressure will raise the water column to about 10.3 meter, about 20 safety above above atmospheric pressure will raise the water column to about 10 about 20.50 above the height the water turns of vapor. If a suction pump is attached to one end of the rubber piping and the other end is immersed in water, the pump will be able to lift the water up to barometric height I about 10 or 20 FT at 1 atmospheric. A laboratory barometer is analogous is our water filled pipe but contains mercury instead of water. Some physiologists were of the view that atmospheric pressure is responsible for upward translation of water, but to raise water from the ground level to the top to the tallest tree 11.6 meter, a pressure of 10.63 atm would be required at the same time. Same amount of pressure would be needed to overcome the resistance offered by a pathway of water. Thus, a total of about 5 atm is required. The plants are rooted in the soil and for operation of atmospheric pressure and often surface at the base is required. Also, it has been maintained that water cannot be lifted more than 20 if even when the suction pump is used. Thus, clearly, water is not pushed to the tops of all trees by atmospheric pressure capillarity. Most people think that capillarity is responsible for rise of water to the tops of the trees. Capillarity causes the rise of liquid in small tubes. It occurs because the liquid wets the inside of the tube by adhesion and is pulled by, which is evident from the curved and the top of the liquid columns. Capillary action. The capillary action of water can be seen in a glass tube of point boros. Porous water will rise slowly above the general level of the water in which the tube is deeper. The hydrogen bonding between oxygen atom in the glass tube and molecule of water at the edge of water surface serves to raise the edge of the water in the tube. Simultaneously, in the hydrogen bonding of water molecule to one another in the water air interface pulls the water surface. The surface in turn pulls up the water beneath it and brings more water near to it. The sequence is repeated hour again as water climbs upward in the tube. Capillary action cases when the weight of the water inside the tube becomes equal to the surface tension force. The propotence tension of this theory suggests in the transitive elements are like capillary when pipe before there the water can rise in this due to the capillary action, but it was calculated that capillary can rise water less than a half a meter in the examined element of the plant stems are also the water in a capillary the rise because of that they often expansion in the top of the water surface, but the examining cells in the plant do not have open meiosis. The house of knowledge, guys, of the everyone is thankful of about is not